Ricky became a warrior.
Good afternoon.
Sports sent 600 bits.
And thank you for the 600 bits. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure to have you live and in charge. A little countdown to green action. Ricky, thank you for becoming a supporter on YouTube. RB, thank you for the like. Leskowski, thank you. Muscarella Motorsports, killing it. What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all having a good night. Amp Racing Series back here for the Sunday night broadcast. We love you all. We appreciate y'all. Thank you all very much for being killer individuals, and we truly do enjoy seeing what you guys have going on. It is massive to be the undertaking. Lunatic Designs giving you your race design and your race apparel design. If you haven't checked him out, check out the link that Butchie loves to post for me. I appreciate her very much. We are here with the Amp Racing Series presented by AR Audio. It is all on board for week number 2, and it's going to be awesome. Race information for tonight's race is all jacked up on Mountain Dew. Yeah, words are hard. Let's see what's going on with the double standard here that we have when it comes to race information. Let's fix that. Yeah, let's fix that. That's awesome. Let's try that again. There we are. Week 2, Kentucky Speedway, 133 laps tonight. Stage completion is going to be on lap 38. 5 sets of tires total. 75% fuel, 1 fast repair, the 1.46 mile length racing surface. It's Kentucky. It is, if you don't know anything about Kentucky, it is a very, very much, there's some banking to it, but it's not near what you would think for a mile and a half racing surface. And it's an absolute gem of a racetrack. And I love seeing that NASCAR has kept this on their schedule when it comes to the truck series and what they do there. Kentucky Speedway is, it's a gem of a racetrack, and I hope to see more racing there when it comes to the NASCAR Cup Series. Drivers are loading in. We're going to be looking at nice and fancy here tonight as these drivers look to load in. That's what they're doing right now. Drivers get ready for some green flag racing. Aaron Ryan's going to be your pole sitter tonight with Andrew Davis as the outside pole sitter. Justin Zukic and Michael Daniels are going to make it row number 2. Josh Barr, Steven Laskowski is going to be out there in row number 3. Michael Moku and RB Turner, row number 4. Christopher Burge, Michael Bosworth there in row number 5. And Colby Peterson, Jonathan Casebear in row number 6. Row 7 is going to be Andrew Scruton-Moore and Matt Allen. We'll have Joseph Verhoeven and Russell Olivero out there. Row 8. Clint Hackett, Brad Dove. Row number 9. Jordan Lane, Jeremy Daniels, Zach Thompson, Brock Duty, all the way at the tail end of the field. So 22 drivers tonight. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like. Let's go team from Muscarella Motorsports. Christina, thank you for the like as well, dear. I appreciate you. Appreciate both of you being out there, giving us the coolness that it is when it comes to being just great people. An absolute awesome nature of having some of the coolest folks on the platform out there, not just with streaming, but also with iRacing and just fans of motorsports in general. Right now, the what is it? The NASCAR Cup Series All-Star Race is getting ready to kick off, and we like to show support for the drivers, no matter how you feel about the Cup Series All-Star Race. I think it's a good crown jewel race for NASCAR, and hopefully they get to show up and show out and put on a good race for everybody. We have a few driver camps tonight as we get rolling. There is Jordan Lane. I'm hoping for good things for him because he's got an awesome racing vehicle out there. There's RB Turner. Get to go RB for Mr. Van Ness on the chat. We appreciate him for running the driver cam as well. Chop Shop Racing giving you your driver cams each and every week. Clint Hackett rolling out as we get ready to look at a phenomenal racing circuit and all the things that could be. 11 for the win from Ricky out there. I appreciate you, sir, giving some love and support to the man. There's Russell Olivero driving the VR. He's ready to rock and roll. And all of the support goes to all of these drivers as Aaron's camera is facing down. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. And Steven Liskowski with the Muscarella Motorsports fam. Let me double check, make sure I don't have any more driver cams to add because, time and time again, sometimes drivers forget that we do it, and sometimes they don't forget that we do it, which we appreciate. Let's go to Budgie for the Chop Shop Racing driver cams. Thank you to everybody out there for being out there. Thank you for YouTube showing up out there. Red Clay cars came out so nice. I like it. Yo from Big Mike, how you doing? I appreciate all of you. As far as the RP folks, I appreciate that. And one thing about RP is that Signature Esports has an RP server as well out there. It's Signature RP if you're playing a little 5M. But we also know that Mr. Thompson has or Pop has a RP server out there as well. So we'll support to everybody that gets out there and has a great time when it comes to that kind of racing. So if you do want to join the Signature RP, just look on 5M for Signature RP. You'll be able to see a logo, and our server can cap at 128, and we're developing it to open here softly in the next 30 days. But we need testers. We need people out there to get out there and break it so I can fix it and make it look fantastic. Rick Clay on top. Love to see it. Thank you, folks, for being out there and doing this some justice. Let's go Pop from Dustin Hastings out there as well. And we love it. We love to see it. We appreciate it. We appreciate all the support for all the drivers, no matter what driver you support out there. We encourage you to do just that. So we'll keep that on board. So we appreciate you. Thank you very much. I like it. Y'all keep killing it. It's gonna be racing. And if you have an RP server, just so you know, if you have the integration, you can stream our races on some of the TVs, depending on the script that you go on in the RP servers. I'm going to try to work on doing that for hours, so it's pretty cool. All right, 133 laps. We're going to go green here in the restart zone. Drivers are ready. I'm ready. You're ready. Let's do it. Let's go green flag racing here at Kentucky. 5-1 to the bottom side. A little on board. We're going to get those cameras working as far as the mirrors and whatnot. 5-1 up to the 4. Michael Moquin up on the outside lane. Aaron Ryan. We'll see Justin Zukic of the Toyota just behind. Pushing early here for Justin Zukic. 31:30, his fastest lap of the race. Aaron Ryan down on the inside will be the 4-5. This is going to be all about saving tire for the long haul here. We push early at this racetrack. This racetrack has a tendency to humble you when it comes to tire wear. Dustin, iRacing looks amazing. I'm glad it does, because if it didn't, I'd be hard pressed not to do something different here. Mike Daniels up on the outside of the 33-45. Will take over the lead from Aaron Ryan. Aaron Ryan up and out of the corner, making it look decently here. Andrew Davis to the inside of the 19. Roberge in a Toyota down on the bottom. How about the Hamburger Racing Machines? Looking nice and easy. I got to showcase one of these guys right here. The Funko Pop Racing machine of Jordan Lane. And the reason why I'm thinking he should get a win out of this one is because he's running a very special Funko Pop that's only for sale on our merch store. And it's $40 plus shipping. And it looks just like this. Yeah, there he is. That guy right there is a Signature Esports Funko Pop. So if you get the opportunity, you want to buy a Funko Pop, you support my channel, but also you get one of the coolest things that you could ever ask for. So check out our merch store. It's something that we locally source and we do ourselves. Thank you very much for the compliments on the stream, Mr. Van Ness, giving some love out there. Let's go to the RB Racing family, and it's all rolling. Aaron Ryan to second, Andrew Davis off 1, still in third. Mike Daniels in fourth. Roberge up 4. Biggest move of the race right now is going to be Joseph Grijalva. Ford Mustang on the bottom side sees Moquin and Matt Allen going door to door. Luskowski just behind us, the Muscarella Motorsports fam. Got to stay out of each other's. They got to stay out of each other. We noticed that last week. They didn't really work well together at the Super Speedway. This week, they've got to be able to lean on each other here. A couple of grooves here for the racing surface as everybody goes to work. 0-2 of RB Turner, always looking for a long run. And is one of the drivers that likes to save tires. Zukic out front, 14th of a second lead. Just over a 10th. Mike Daniels just ran his fastest lap of the race at 31.23. Andrew Davis again off 2 from the start of the race. Trying to push forward. How about Roberge and Grijalva? Grijalva 24.10 on the iRating. That's Josh Barr just behind the 35. Felt the car start to slip up toward the later portion of practice and watched him hit the wall hard out of turn 2. We'll see if he's going to be able to roll here. 12 to the outside. 9 of Roberge trying to hold on to the Hamburglar. Tell you what, the Hamburglar is one of my favorite characters when it comes to the Ronald McDonald situation. He's doing that. Aaron Ryan back out front, 0.2 of a second difference here as he's backed up his corner. Justin Zukic again up 1, trying to make things happen. Imp Racing Cup Series rolling. Clint Hackett just behind. How about we have fun with the drivers that do the thing up, mommy, make it roll. Tell you what, it's ever impressive to see what these drivers are doing. They just look calm, right? You try to look calm. You try to do what you've got. You try to do as much as you can with the vehicle. To the awesome hearts, best you got. I appreciate it, sir. I like the hearts. The hearts are amazing. Give me the hearts, give me the love, give me the support. I appreciate it more than you know. Thank you again for becoming again, Ricky became a supporter out there. I appreciate that very much. As a supporter, you get, it's usually pretty inexpensive. I think a member and supporter, you get access to our, some of our content that I leave just for the people who have that. One of those is an OBS tutorial. It's an outdated OBS tutorial, but it's still got a lot of good information on what I do, what I have to go through to make things happen. So give it until out there on YouTube. Give yourself some love. But Laskowski, he's got the sequential shifter. And click. Yep. That's what you see. I like it. Aaron Ryan getting some love. What's it, Nicole? Reverse back to 11th. Driving off the corner. And I want to show you some behind-the-scenes things here in just a moment. Aaron Ryan to Justin Zukic, Michael Daniels, and then Andrew Davis back here in that 4th spot. Grijalva up 10, working for it. We'll keep our eye on the prize. Let's do a little behind the scenes, folks. If you don't know what's going on with your if you don't know what's going on with things that you need to see, if you don't have cockpit mirrors in your replays to be able to see what people are doing, that's that checkbox there. I keep foliage off, I keep crowds low, keep pit objects on medium. And that is just to help with everything. But I do put a depth of field on. I do keep the motion blur on. I get rid of the heat haze because it's not noticeable right now. And we do that. We don't do any screen space ambient occlusion. So there's some behind the scenes. And now if I go on board with any one of these drivers, if I go here, and then I go here, in that mirror, now we can see what's going on in that mirror. If I go to the left rear, you can see the driver's head in the mirror just on your screen right there. So it's absolutely cool, absolutely awesome. And drivers are doing the thing. Jess just got home from graduation for our second oldest kid, and it is an awesome time. So I'm going to say hi to her real quick. 3/4 of a second lead for Aaron Ryan, and we'll be back. I'll be back in just a moment as these drivers go all the way to lap 38 for the stage. Caution out as Andrew having an issue, it looks like. Here's, we get under Pacers. What happened? Oh, got ran over. Oh, no. Here's what happened to start that, though. This was up further. This was right here. No. Was it Colby? No. Davis. Andrew Davis right here. 46 of Matt Allen on the back bumper. Coming out. Gets into the back bumper to the 33. Frees him up. So Matt Allen helping that issue. And then Jordan Lane unable to get in the back bumper. Unable to hold on. I think at 5-1 was slowing down. And then, down to the 5-1. Oh, man. More so of things happening. Aaron Ryan, your race leader. Brad Dove comes to pit road. Roberge in as well. Jordan Lane came in. Colby Peterson, Andrew Davis, Zach Thompson leaving pit road in the number 11. Sometimes you can just get it fixed, right? So Andrew, be tailored to the field, able to get the car worked on. He's the first driver a lap down. Be looking to get that free pass anytime soon. Got pitted. You ain't wrong. Sorry about taking an extra little bit when the wife comes home. She's been gone all day, so I wanted to make sure she was good and make sure that Cody was good. The dogs were good because they were barking and all that stuff. So we'll be here from this point forward, though, folks. So don't go away. We got a lot of action still happening here. About 14 laps to go to the stage. Aaron Ryan, Joseph Grijalva, Mike Daniels, Justin Zukic. Grijalva has worked his way up into the flat track portion of this one. Ricky giving 11 for the win. He's got to do better than where he's at. Zach Thompson coming around. Come on, Pop. Got to get out from the back there. But he was able to get whatever damage he had going on. I think he was able to get it fixed. So let's hope Pop is going to be good. It'll be the 7, the 12, the 45, the 19, the 4. Josh Barr off 1. He's been able to make some things happen here. The old Yellowstone 35 will go on board with him on the restart here. Inside the helmet. A racing legend. Ready to go. Let's do the thing. Hold on to your butts, folks. We're far from going. Good stack up of the field. They're going. Big bump from the 35 to the back bumper of the 19. Little free out of corner exit. Good to go. Fifth gear will turn in. Oh, the 23 gets into the 35. Drivers getting a little bit aggressive here. 3 wide. This is the 98 of Leskowski. Runs to the bottom side of the racetrack. 3 wide racing back here. Barr, the 23. The 98. Matt Allen to the outside. Clint Hackett there in the middle. Middle bottom side. Giving a lot of extra room. Trying to hold on. We'll see Brock Duty just behind. Duty working the outside of the lane here. A lot of aggressive moves. Grijalva to the front as Aaron Ryan trying to hold on to the bottom side of the racetrack. 28 of 133. Both drivers working. 12 again backing up the corner, trying to run the outside. 7 trying to clear the 12. 7 not able to clear Grijalva just yet. 4 wide back there. As Grijalva still trying to keep the outside lane prevalent here. 10 to go to the stage as Grijalva will lead a lap. Aaron Ryan needing to get himself back in the mix. Jordan Lane in the 88. Turning a corner, trying to turn down into the bottom side. They do have 5 sets of tires total, so that's more than enough tires here to have an extra set. So maybe some strategy here is the 88 trying to give a little bit of room just ahead. Jonathan Casebeer, the Ford, just above him. Casebeer a little slideways here as the 88 turns the bottom side. Grijalva to Aaron Ryan for the stage. That's going to be the effort you're going to see out of these drivers. Zukic holding on to third. Daniels, Michael Moquin. How about Clint Hackett, the 28? He's there on the outside. 28 double brakes here as they work the outside lane. Nothing better than some good old-fashioned slugfist racing. Jordan Lane trying to get around a few drivers here, working the outside lane, trying to turn. 0-2 to the bottom side with a 25. 88 up on the outside lane. Casebeer trying to roll as well. Jordan has a little bit of the extra turn. Up about the 7 of the 12 side by side. 12 trying to hold on. It's going to keep Zukic at bay. Grijalva trying to work the corner. 7 turns down early. See if he can try to extend and push up out of the corner. 12 comes down, keeps the 7 down. It's going to free him up. Now Aaron Ryan will have to go back to work. I believe Aaron Ryan has the car, but just has to get around the 12. And the 12 utilizing the outside lane to keep them at bay. And the 7 up and out of the corner. It's going to force Grijalva. Going to have to try to force Grijalva to make a mistake. 12 drops down, 7 there. Here comes Justin Zukic. Zukic, and now that these two have raced side by side, is caught back up to the lead pack here. Grijalva and Aaron Ryan there. And Zukic there as well. Steven Leskowski has worked his way to 4th. Roberge came in on lap 8. I'm sorry, on 23. He's up to 8th now. That's Clint Hackett rolling as well. 9 to the outside. 9 trying to push forward. Will be 5 to go to the stage. It's next time by. These two continuing to try to run side by side for the lead. Has pulled the 45 up to him. And right now, Zukic has the better car than both of these drivers. Zukic might try to look to the outside on Aaron Ryan here. 12 down to put the air on the 7. It's going to have a run down. The 7, a run down on the back straightaway. Aaron Ryan trying to keep the 12 at bay, but the 45's there. The 7, if he wants to get around the 12, is going to have to use him up. Hard smack from Leskowski back there on the wall. Jordan Lane, 14 spots gained already. Completion of lap 38. Grijalva side by side. Aaron Ryan has got to run a little bit harder here. Trying to give it all she's got. Grijalva up and out. Aaron Ryan will need to try to throw it down here. Is Jordan Lane on the move. His lap time's about a half a second a lap faster than the drivers ahead of him. Jordan Lane will cross over the 45 to the bottom side. Here comes Chris Roberge. 45 chops the nose off. And the outside lane will go to the 9. The 45 blocking for his teammate. Jordan Lane, I'm surprised he didn't give the boot to the 45. 88 to the bottom. Chris Roberge working the outside lane. Into the wall. 7 freed up. The 9 trying to work the outside. Grijalva trying to hold on to all the drivers around him. Roberge to the outside. Oh, Grijalva takes out the 9. Aaron Ryan wins the stage. Jordan Lane second, Zukic third, Leskowski fourth, Zach Thompson fifth. Grijalva, Roberge had that outside. He was there. And we got to see if there was maybe some net code or something involved. Roberge had the run here. Into the corner. He's there. He's there. And then the 12 gets freed up. I wonder if there was a little bit of net code there. So both drivers will need to come to pit road. Aaron Ryan gets the stage win. Colby Peterson will come around. Credit lap led for that driver. He keep it on 23. Probably try to save that extra set of tires. Holy goodness. All right, Ricky, let's go Pop. Let's go everybody. What an end to, if that's the end of this stage, could imagine the end of the race. Man, oh man. Diana, let's go. Jeremy, let's go. RB, let's go. Russ, we appreciate you. Thank you, Diane, for the or Diana for the love out there. Appreciate you. I like it. I like all the support. So thank you very much, everybody. Grijalva on pit road. I think he had to tow. Roberge able to get the fast repair. He'll be back out there. So Grijalva will be a lap down. I think, a lap down. Matt Allen there. Andrew Skirdenborg coming to pit road. He was your lucky dog. He'll go to the tail of the field. Tires and fuel for him, so an opportunity. Colby Peterson will elect the outside lane on the restart. Aaron Ryan on the inside. It'll be Zukic, Jordan Lane. Then Michael Moko and Steven Laskowski. Clint Hackett, RB Turner, Jonathan Casebeer, Michael Daniels. Casebeer up there in that Ford. Hard charger right now. Jordan Lane up 15. Brock Duty up 11. Clean air is important here in every sense of the word. So the lap times for newer tires be about half a second faster. Colby Peterson, if he's been saving any of his tire right here, will be able to take some. Diana says, you're welcome. You're the best, Jason, and I really enjoy your broadcast. Thank you, dear. I enjoy doing them. I really do. One day, I will do less broadcasting and more streaming. But I also will do more IRL stuff. I want you folks to, we want to. I don't want to be famous, but I want to be. I don't want to be famous, but I want to be TikTok famous. There you go. Zukic will have an opportunity here. Aaron Ryan will just have to go at it again like he did before, take his time to try to work around. Colby Peterson in the 67 will have the advantage here, but Aaron Ryan into the corner will be able to send the corner here. For Michael Moquin just behind as the Quicksilver team. Muscarella Enterprises knocking it down. Colby Peterson leads and Aaron Ryan in tow. Grijalva coming off pit road. It was a long tow, about 4 minutes on the tow. Able to get the fast repair to get back out there and work, and hopefully he'll be able to see something in the way of the cars. 3 laps down, not 4 laps down. 7 on the bottom side. Zukic having to back off the corner. Michael Moquin on the bottom. And Jordan Lane Working the outside as well. 98 of Leskowski to the inside. Jeremy Daniel up 14 as the LPA driver works. Leskowski side by side with Jeremy Daniel. Makes the pass. Jeremy Daniel just behind. Saving your tires for this long run is going to be impressive. Colby Peterson able to try to make the 7, use up his stuff here. The 4 of Michael Moquin, he's in tow. Moquin looking to the inside. A lot of Toyotas, very few Chevys, a couple of Fords. Here's what your drivers are driving. Kind of would have liked to have seen more of a separation of manufacturers. But hey, that's the way it is. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7 Chevrolets. 4 Fords. 11 Toyotas. That is insane. Moquin in tow of Aaron Ryan. Aaron Ryan, if he can back up his corner and not run hard like he did before, he should be able to be fine. Michael Moquin trying to work the outside lane. Moquin up high. Aaron Ryan keeping it low. Moquin does have the nose there enough that iRacing's telling the 7 there's somebody to the outside. But again, like I said before, outside lane is gonna be very big on this racetrack. But if I'm Aaron Ryan, I'm either trying to clear or I'm giving up the spot to be able to save a little bit of tire. Jordan Lane behind Colby Peterson, trying to work on what he's got going on. Justin Zukic backing up the corner. He's doing exactly what I'm talking about. He was second, and he just backs off and he's letting him go. Mike Daniels in the 19. Try to hold on. The one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to be parking for your teammates. It's something that I've seen. 15 spots for Jeremy Daniel. Jordan Lane up 15. Clint Hackett looking to the inside. Seen a whole lot of Toyotas park their way in front of him. Jonathan Casebeer just ahead. 19 up high, 28, 19. 33 of Andrew Davis back on the inside. Has the 23 to his back bumper. 46 there as well. Oh, no. You're kidding me. Andrew Davis goes around again. Twice in one race. And this time by Bosworth. Oh, man. Netco's the 19, but 33 twice in a race. Grijalva out of the race. Could have gotten a lucky dog there. Drivers having to lock it down. Everybody getting late breakings there. It's kind of crazy. Thank you, Budgie, for the clip. You're amazing as always. See you, Joe. Man, it sucks that it happened. Pop getting some love. We appreciate it. Yeah, thank you all for the support out there. I do appreciate it. I really do. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, I encourage you to do so. We're on our way to 2K. I like it. I know I've made a lot of content as far as live streaming videos on YouTube, but that's just because we want to make sure this is forever. The detail in this with the cameras, I thank you, Dustin. I appreciate you. And I want to. Here's something that's really cool when it comes to cameras. One, I've set up a lot of my own camera angles, right? But when it comes to gourmet track packs, working with folks over at SimWrap Market, we've designed things, or I've given my input on track cams that feel and look like NASCAR. So if you want to run things similar to what I do, SimWrap Market. If you're in the iRacing platform, SimWrap Market. I have no discount code. They're not sponsoring me. There's no affiliates, nothing like that. I just recommend their product because they've asked me for my input. It's pretty cool. It's awesome. Shout out to all the Red Clay drivers. We appreciate all. I appreciate all of them. I appreciate every driver being in here. So make sure that if you're out there and you're part of the Red Clay RP scene, y'all continue to support each other. That's awesome. I like it. Support your drivers, folks. Support them. Moquin, Aaron Ryan, Colby Peterson, Jordan Lane, Jeremy Daniel, ready to rock and roll. Strategy calls for a lot of drivers here. First and foremost, can you save enough fuel? That's what you do. I like it. I like it. Pod does a lot for the server. We got to turn around and show the support back. I like it. I can understand. I know what it takes to. I'm finding out real quick what it takes to develop a server. So it's really awesome to see the community come together behind a driver. It's pretty awesome. On top of all of that, seeing what he's got going on. Zach's going to be good people. Zach is good people. He really is. There it is. There's your car, folks. Give him some love. Show the support. Let's go on board with them. I don't doubt it. I really don't. We'll give you a tour of the car. There it is. Fastest lap of the race was ran by Michael Moquin, 30.93. Let me do this one. This one's a little bit better. Ready? Things are a little bit fast when it comes to the camera. Here you go. Bam, bam. How about we do this? There you go. Little tour of the car there, folks. All right, there it is. Mo Quinn to the outside. Runner that higher lane. Aaron Ryan trying to back up the corner. Colby Peterson rolling. 88 of Jordan Lane just behind Jeremy Daniel. If I can make, and there it is. If I could do little things like that when it comes to commentation, folks, that matters to me, and I appreciate you very much. I know the drivers appreciate you. I know you guys have a community behind you, and the great thing about it is I try to make sure that my community mixes well with all the other communities as well. Which is why I mention our RP server, and which is why I mention all the other things that are happening. There's Justin Zukic as well. Maybe one day you might see this guy in the old Red Clay server. We'll see. 4 spots gained, and there they all are. There's all your Red Clay servers right there. 5-1 on the bottom side. So Justin Zukic, Andrew Skrodenboer, and then, of course, Old Pop. Dead Roses giving us 5 gifted subs. Thank you, dear. A's, thank you very much. Ziggy Montes, thank you very much. Swipers, welcome aboard. Helly Tip, welcome aboard. What's on Tap Eric, welcome aboard. Courtesy of Dead Roses. Thank you, dear. Much love, Nicole. I thank you. Thank you, honey. Thank you to Musk and his missus. That's Dead Roses out there. Moquin trying to hold on. And she sends 100 biddies. You're amazing. Another 100 biddies. You get a beer. You get a beer. Thank you, dear. 100 biddies everywhere. That's the old Stone Cold Steve Austin thing. I don't. It's a long time ago since I've watched wrestling. He was the guy I watched. Look at all those 100 biddies. You get 100 biddies. You get 100 biddies. You get 100. Thank you, dear. You're amazing. Bunch of 100 biddies coming our way. I don't know how many that is yet. Sheesh. All right. Let's see, your highest running racer right now there, Musk and Nicole's old Laskowski. He's got Matt Allen just behind him. Roberge back there as well. There's Brad Dobb back here running an old 25.
Dead 0SO401 sent 100.
Let's see, any support you need, I'll try to help. You can't play it, but you have 2 friends that play it. It's awesome. Love it.
Dead 0SO401 sent 100 bits.
We love to see everybody succeed. Holy cow, dearie. Those are still going. How many is that in a row? Hype train level 2 already underway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the emotes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1,000 biddies. Is that 1,000? Red Clay Roleplay became a member. Thank you for becoming a member, Red Clay. I appreciate you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Level 3 hype train again. Thank you, dear. Up to level 3. Thank you. How about Larry Witt becoming a supporter? Welcome aboard.
Became a warrior.
How about all that? Thank you, folks, very much. I welcome you. Welcome to becoming a thank you for becoming a member. Thank you for becoming a supporter. Welcome aboard. We appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. You're all amazing. 64 of 133. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Michael Moquin, Aaron Ryan, side by side. Aaron Ryan has been working on this racetrack and has had a good car. He's been at bay for a while now. As the Toyota drops back to second, that is the highest run of Muscarella Motorsports teammate right there. Besides when I was talking about Steven Laskowski back here. Steven trying to work some traffic. Aaron Ryan has worked himself back out front. Moquin to the back bumper. Zukic, who has saved tires. I watched him back up earlier and start rolling. Zook was just trying to take his time, and it's exactly what has benefited him. He has started to roll backwards. Jeremy Daniel up 16, still holding a very strong race car right now. Thank you, Muscarella Motorsports and Muscarella Enterprises, for being on board with what we do. We appreciate them. They do sponsor Signature Esports, and we love to see it. So it's awesome. It's awesome. Aaron Ryan, last lap, 31.43. A little bit of clean air helping him. Zukic, 31.44. Moquin, 31.55. He's going to be able to utilize a little bit of the draft, but he's getting tight. You can tell he's getting tight on the race car because of the way his exit is going. Aaron Ryan still able to turn the bottom side of the racetrack, so his tires haven't rolled out just yet. Moquin running second lane, trying to get big runs at a corner exit. The higher you run, the more rough it gets. Zukic having a phenomenal run right now. And you see Moquin's time, his last time, 31.77. That's a tight race car right there. Jeremy Daniel pulled ahead of Jordan Lane. Jordan Lane back in 14th, top 5 nights so far. Dead Roses. Hey, you guys, let's go.
Dead Zero Sesso 401 sent 100 bits.
There she goes. Thank you, darling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to keep track of them now. 500 biddies. Thank you, dear, for the 500 biddies.
Dead Zero Sesso 401 sent 100 bits.
Thank you, dear. There's another 100 bits. There's another 100 bits. There's 100 bits. There's another 100 bits. Thank you, dear.
Dead Zero Sesso 401 sent 100 bits.
Shane Newman giving us a like. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you, folks. You're all amazing. I appreciate it very much.
Dead Zero Sesso 401 sent 100
Thank you, Nicole. You're going to humble me again, dear. Full second lead over Aaron Ryan. Michael Moquin
100 bits.
Losing some ground here. Back to Justin Zukic he goes. 1.9.
Dead Zero Sesso 401 sent 100 bits.
Thank you so much. Was that another 1,000 bits? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hype chests are on their way. What'd we get? What'd we get? Hey, there we go. Give me that. That's what that is. I get to unlock emotes, and I like unlocking emotes. Thank you. Thank you for that. There's more biddies. Thank you, dear. Another 100 biddies.
Dead Zero Sesso 401 sent 100 bits.
Holy cow. Thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. And she's literally using every emote. I love it.
Dead Zero Sesso 401 sent 100 bits.
All right, let's check in all the drivers here. Side by side, the 88 has Jonathan Casebeard work at the bottom side. Jordan Lane has had a good race car so far. 60 laps to go. Thank you, dear. Holy cow. 1,000 biddies from Muscarella Motorsports. There it is. Holy cow. Another 100. And another 100.
Sent 100 bits.
Thank you both very much. Y'all keep killing it. Keep killing it. Thank you. Thank you both very much for your generosity.
Motorsports sent 1,000 bits.
Thank you, dear. Thank you, sir, and thank you, dear. Aaron Ryan, a 1.8 second lead over Justin Zukic. Michael Moquin's in tow. Andrew Davis still on the lead lap, I do believe here, but is quickly becoming almost. You're still scared to kill it too much. You don't want to mess up the straight. No, you're good now. No, we fixed things. You're good, dear. Wait, what was it? That one time we had it was like 50 gifted, and it only took like 3 minutes for it to do it. You're good, dear. I'm all for it. We fixed a lot of the CPU issues that we were having. You guys are good. You guys are good. Break the stream. If you break the stream, it's a good reason to break the stream. It's a good way to. Aaron Ryan catching up to his teammate, Moquin and Zukic side by side, the two Toyotas. Having a massive undertaking right now, Zukic. Seeing the four backing up the corner. 76 of 133. Bocce getting some love. Thank you all very much. There's the misses. There's the budgie. There's all the things that are happening. Thank you very much, both of you. For one, the gifted subs, but also the awesome nature of the bits. And all the things that happen. Thank you to everybody watching Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. We're live on all three platforms. Thank you very much for the new supporters, the new members on YouTube. Thank you for the new supporters on Facebook as well. And thank you very much to all the new warriors out there on Twitch. Man, oh man. How about Zukic? 2 seconds to Aaron Ryan, who's leading right now. I want to thank these drivers running the driver camps. Let's see. Can we guess which one he's running? I think he's driver cam number 5. No, that's Russell. Why did it switch around? Oh, Russell got moved around. Is it number 6? Is that Aaron? That's Aaron. The sunset skies doth show up. That's not a setting out there in Kentucky. They do have night. They do have lights at this racetrack. So, but I mean, we're getting down to the wire. 54 laps to go this time by. This racetrack runs a little bit longer. We'll see when they come to pit road. It's going to be a massive undertaking. Just getting in and out of pit road here. Green flag pit stops are pretty rough. Laskowski, that 98 on the inside of R.D. Turner. That's the 5 of Jeremy Daniel there to the bottom. There's a 23 of Bosford. RB drops in. Laskowski trying to clear. Good battles here in the back part of this racetrack. I say in the back, it's in 7th. This is a battle for 7th. 0-2 to 369. Davis way up high. Trying to keep himself in check. Would be a lucky dog candidate if he were to be able to do so. Bosford running bar down there. There is Russell Olivero. He is running back here. He's got some right side damage. He'd be all right. Carrying Colby Peterson just behind him. Colby Peterson came in on 73. And some of the newer tires out there on the racetrack. Probably trying to make it here. Some big love. Give him some kisses. Give him a smooch. Do it. Give him a smooch. You never know when you're going to end up on the driver cam. And his missus could give him some love. Excuse me. 28 to the 89. That's Brock Duty. Just ahead of the 28. Brock Duty came in on 38. Brad Duff came in on 50. He's got a little bit better tire right now. There's R&B Turner. Barr just ahead as well. The drivers who came in on 50 will have an opportunity here. And one of the opportunities you're going to have is be able to run longer. But not necessarily a thing that you want to do. CRB rolling. And then there's my Funko Pop racing machine. Old Jordan Lane. He's got the old SE. He understands. He understands. Bam. So if you were a spotter at a NASCAR racing track, this is the spotter cam. This would give you the realistic idea of who's side by side. And I do not envy any spotter that runs that would have to do this with binoculars. As you see Liskowski rolling. Yeah, this is a spotter cam. This is what it looks like from a bird's eye view. But more than likely, they're more like this. Even with binoculars, looking a half mile across the racetrack, that's more like what they see. Aaron Ryan, 2.2 out in front. Zukic, Moquin. Caution comes out, RB Turner. Moquin, oh, baby. Thought differently there. RB Turner gets into the corner. Oh, something happened to the car. Something happened to RB. I don't know what that was. Gets into the corner. Throttles out. So hold on. That right there, folks, is a mechanical malfunction with equipment. That's what that is. If you see that right side turn in like that, it's not because of how he hit the wall. Yeah, something happened. Yeah, something happened with the wheel. Robert stays out. But I don't know why. He must have missed pit road. Andrew Davis will be your lucky dog. He'll be able to come to pit road. And that would be the reason why. Colby Peterson will stay out as well. Robert's maybe getting credit for a lap led here. But I will tell you, he's going to have to come to pit road. Even as the race leader, this is a bad decision. Colby Peterson could get back on the lead lap here as well. And Roberts would be a sitting duck. We're talking 48 lap newer tires behind him. Let's see if Roberts comes to pit road this time. He is not going to come to pit road. Oof. Roberts is going to lose a ton of ground here. Barr coming back to pit road as well. And Roberts is not going to be able to finish this race without coming to pit road for fuel. It is not a good decision for the 9 car. Fourth caution of the race. All for incident, but one did end the stage. Aaron Ryan working hard for his money. Thank you, Budgie. All right, let's do the thing here, folks. Looking good for RB. Keep it up. All right, folks. Till your driver's on. We're far from over. Roberts, Ryan. Green flag. Roberts is going to try to lead this, but I'm going to promise you, you're going to be able to watch the turn into the corner. Jonathan Casebeer in the Ford able to get a good pit road exit. And Roberge is going to be a sitting duck here. The turn into the corner and the throttle off is going to be huge. Watch the speed difference from Aaron Ryan to Chris Roberge. He's just going to be able to drive around him. Jonathan Casebeer down the block all the way to from 2 lanes up. Trying to run that low line, that natural low line. And Roberge is going to go way high. He's going to push tight into the wall. Roberge down the back straightaway. 23 to the 5. This is not a track that flat tires really work for any of the drivers. Especially old tire strats. And the race has been too clean to depend on a caution. 42 laps to go. Aaron Ryan to Justin Zukic, Michael Moquin. And all the drivers do the dang old thing. We'll let them have at it for just a moment while they go back green flag racing. I'm going to take a moment to catch my breath and grab a little bit more water. And it is that time. Caution comes out. I will be back. Make sure that you keep tuning in. I'll be back with you in just a moment. again. There it is, folks. Apologies. My mic went out. I don't know what was going on there. Aaron Ryan out front. Michael Moquin to the outside. Give it on 86. All the drivers did. Moquin pushing hard here. Aaron Ryan on the bottom side. Toyota's trying to work. There's Matt Allen just behind. Justin Zukic there as well. And Jordan Lane, the next Toyota. Or the next Chevrolet. First Ford. Going to be Jonathan Casebeard down on the bottom side of the racetrack. And apologies, folks. Mic issues there. We'll be fine. Laskowski in tow of the main pack. The top five. Bosworth there as well. Aaron Ryan still working on what he's got going on. Matt Allen side by side with his teammate. Aaron Ryan not choosing to go all the way up the racetrack. We'll see the drivers behind him. Work 104 of 133. This will be 29 laps to go, and all the things doing what they need to be doing here. That's a great race so far. Big roll to hydrate in the stretch. Thank you, Budgie. I will make sure that I give you those channel point redemptions. Well, thank you very much. Massive day for all these drivers. Brad Dove up 11. Dove showing up tonight. Jeremy Daniel up 11 as well. Clint Hackett just behind. Zach Thompson up 10 spots. Got a little bit of right side damage. Has Andrew Scrudenborg just behind. The 5-1 rolling to the bottom side of the racetrack. Jordan Lane up 6 behind. Russell Oliveira, when he came to pit road, got a little bit of that right side taken care of. Andrew Davis still on the lead lap, still with that damage. Does have Roberge behind him. Chris Roberge, when he came to pit road, spent 19 seconds on pit road. RB Turner, when he came to pit road, had a penalty. So he's going to be a lap down. Too fast entering. And had to serve that one. So 85 is when he came to pit road. What a lap down there. Aaron Ryan side by side with Matt Allen. The outside lane trying to prevail. The sunset is happening here. And as the sun sets, the track is going to get faster. Tire wear is going to happen as well. The track was hot and slick. Now the track starting to cool off. Matt Allen trying to close in. A 10th now as Aaron Ryan goes up and down. 4-6 to the outside. The 7 shortening up the race line. 46 going to have a run here though as they go down to the back straightaway. And Matt Allen closing in the distance just a little bit. But that outside lane, he's better in 3 and 4. He's really good in 3 and 4. If he can utilize a lot more of the racetrack, you'll be able to play catch up here. He's got to figure out 1 and 2. Aaron Ryan keeping the race line short and sweet. He's been able to turn the bottom side of the racetrack. You can see the cars separate by about a tenth and a half. 25 laps to go. AR Audio on board. Each and every one of these drivers, we appreciate them. Thank you to Lunatic Designs. Thank you to all of the fine folks out there with Chop Shop Racing. And, of course, and always, a big thank you to Muscarella Enterprises for giving us what we've got going on. Check out the Quicksilver PCs. Use promo code Signature25. Save yourself a little bit of money. And enjoy that discount courtesy of the Muscarella Enterprises fam. About an egg shape for the 46. As Aaron Ryan sees Matt Allen figure a thing or 10 out. Aaron Ryan down to the bottom side is going to put the pressure on. 46 up and out. Aaron Ryan trying to hold on to the lead here. Matt Allen working the outside lane. Trying to keep that lane shortcut for the 7. Matt Allen to the bottom, or to the high side, trying to roll. Aaron Ryan up and out of the corner. Matt Allen on the wall. Aaron Ryan's been able to hold on to that bottom side of the racetrack and doing a pretty phenomenal job of doing so. Dumps the dirty air. 46 again. 3 and 4 has 3 and 4 figured out. Aaron Ryan has been able to keep this one at bay. Same race line, same drive off. 7 tires down, yellow line. Corner out, a little better for Matt Allen this time. 0.2 of a second difference. Laskowski's up to third, to the outside of his teammate Michael Moquin. Muscarella runs second, third, and fourth. Bosler and company, the first of the McDonald's crew. It's going to be in fifth. Brad Dove, again, Muscarella Enterprises just behind as well. Zukic in the 45 is backed up his corner, was taking his time, doing the same thing now, but here comes the 73 of Jonathan Casebeer. Clint Hackett in the Ford as well. Oh, Zukic into the wall hard. Jeremy Daniel up 10 and 10th. Josh Barr off 6. Trying to run that car forward. There is Zach Thompson up 9 spots, starting 21st. Continuing to roll. And Jordan Lane up 6. Brock Duty up 8. Andrew in the 5-1 off 2, working himself forward. There's Russell Olivero. Last lap, 32.62. Trying to manage Aaron Ryan, quarter second out from Matt Allen for the lead. That's the difference here. Andrew Davis now a lap down. Trying to hold on, maybe wanting another caution to be able to get more of that car worked on. Aaron Ryan to Matt Allen, corner out. Matt Allen trying to run him closer. Aaron Ryan backing up the corner, dropping into the bottom side. Matt Allen needs this low line exit to work out for him. Able to egg shape and diamond the corner. Steven Laskowski to the bottom side. This is what I was talking about. Matt Allen able to drive the outside lane. It's going to run very high here. Matt Allen might be able to take and lead this lap. He will. Ryan back to the lead on the bottom side. Aaron Ryan being pulled backwards. Matt Allen runs them down. Aaron Ryan will need to try to drive back around this driver. 18 laps to go. Will get tight. 46 drives down to pinch him up. The 7's going to run him up the wall. Aaron Ryan had had enough of that. Aaron Ryan has ran him clean all race long. Oh, a little free for the 7. Running to the bottom side of the racetrack. Laskowski now being pulled into these two drivers. Aaron Ryan trying to push up. Matt Allen was the driver who gave the 33 his first fast repair. 16 laps to go. These cars do not like. Oh, 46 free, bottom side. Laskowski takes over second. Clean air makes these cars drive completely different. And that's exactly what it was. 98-46 side by side, 7. Able to hold on now. And now those tires are hot. 46 was driving the car awfully hard. Bosbert now in tow of Michael Moquin with 15 laps to go. Matt Allen, Steven Laskowski, Muscarella Enterprises, second and third right now. And Aaron Ryan trying to pull away from both of them. Laskowski, a little bit of the wall tap there. 98. Trying to clear his teammate. Running each other side by side. Got to give each other a lot of room here. You can see the difference as they get into the corner. 46 trying to level off. Going to get free. 98 with a crossover here. Trying to clear. And the 46 will have his teammate clear him. The big picture here As who can do what at the end of this race. Aaron Ryan has been patient. Oh, big snap. And a hard right side hit for the 46. Half second the gap. Jonathan Casebeer holding on to fourth as Moquin just behind him. Casebeer's last lap, 32.07. Sees Michael Moquin trying to roll that corner. 73 high in. Second lane out. Trying to run down the drivers just ahead. 3.2 seconds the gap. Down to 3.1. And the corner being very much justified for Aaron Ryan. 11 laps to go. Matt Allen drop it back to third. Jonathan Casebeer in fourth. Michael Moquin in fifth. Bosworth's going to be in sixth. Josh Barr in seventh. Brad Dove in eighth. Clint Hackett in ninth. Jeremy Daniel in 10th. As Justin Zukic, who I thought was a top 5 car, backed up his corner, made things happen over the long haul. Now finding himself sitting back in 11th. Started third today. Aaron Ryan, 4/10 of a second, trying to hold on to what he has. Steven Laskowski has closed in about a 10th over the last 2 laps. Car out of the sunset skies, a little free for Laskowski there. Aaron Ryan dropping into the corner. Again, out of the throttle. A lot more than you think on this racetrack. Corner out. Trying to hold on. Steven Laskowski now closes in about another 10th. Last time by a 31.85. Allen a 31.78. Aaron Ryan a 31.93. Backing up the corner. The draft is huge on this one. Casebeer, 3.17. Oh, somebody popped out of line right there. It was Brad Dove to the bottom. Josh Barr up to 5th. Moquin back. Josh Barr trying to roll and trying to pull something out of this one. A top 5 night is huge for him. Quarter second now as the dirty air is something to be played with. 98 to the bottom. 7 corner exit. The moment that Laskowski starts running the same lane as the 7 is the moment the car pushes tight. You can see the air effect at 98. Laskowski back. Half second now, trying to run a little bit harder each lap. Jonathan Casebeer is closing in. 3.14, but he's closing into Matt Allen. Andrew coming to pit road. Roberge will make the pass. Roberge had a good car, but chose to stay out, unable to come to pit lane. And I wonder if he had a closed pit sign. That's the only thing that would make sense to me. Russell Olivero just ahead of these drivers, running just a touch higher. Aaron Ryan to the bottom side. Will try to clear Russell Olivero up and out. Aaron Ryan trying to utilize Russell as a pick. Matt Allen will be right there with him on corner entry. So Russell giving way, doing a great job. Laskowski up high, trying to run out. 5 laps to go. Top 3, about a second apart. Jonathan Casebeer closing in. Josh Barr second back from there. Michael Moquin, Brad Dove closing in. Clint Hackett's going to be just behind. Bosworth and Jordan Lane, your top 10 so far. Jeremy Daniel doing very well here in that number 5 car. Trying to have a top 10 night. Half second back from Jordan Lane. Corner out, Zukic has Brock Duty. Making the pass on Zach Thompson behind the 45. The 0-2 of RB Turner there as well. RB, the penalty hurting his chances here. 11 to the bottom side of the 45. Race line in tow. Aaron Ryan, 4 laps to go. 6/10 of a second. Laskowski tight in the wall. Case Spear to Matt Allen, 1.2. Matt Allen just has to have consistency right here if he wants to finish inside the top 3. Jonathan Case Spear, his last lap, about a 10th and a half faster than the leader, about 4/10 of a second faster than Matt Allen. Take that back, 3/10 of a second faster than Matt Allen. Case Spear trying to get a top 3 out of tonight. Has 3 laps to do so. 7/10 of a second lead for Aaron Ryan. The more they battled, the harder it was. Two to go. All of the massiveness, all of the race line. Aaron Ryan, trying to bring it down to this, has had a battle all race long. And we'll see it. How about it? It'll be white flag waves, final lap. Brad Dove, the only other driver with a win on the series. He finished first at Daytona. Aaron Ryan finished 18th, or tied for 18th in points coming in today's race. And no doubt needed to have a solid finish. Aaron Ryan, week 2, winner at Kentucky. Steven Leskowski second. Matt Allen keeps it up, finishes third. Brad Dove, another driver again. Matt Allen up 11. Hard charger tonight is actually Brock Duty. He started the furthest back. Oh, the 5. At the end of the race. Had something happening there. Donald Fisher, thank you for the like, sir. To take a look. Brock Duty to the inside. 5 comes down, tries to block a little bit. 5 gets tight on the outside lane, so Brock Duty gains a spot out of turn 3. Jeremy Daniel trying to hold on to that spot. Oh, the 11 and the 5 at the line. So Jeremy Daniel does finish ahead of Zach Thompson. But Aaron Ryan, he's going to get the victory here as we look nicely here at Kentucky. It was a good race. It was a really good race. For Sunday night racing, that was a really dang old good race. Here's your race results. Aaron Ryan, Steven Leskowski. Maybe it'll show up. Thank you, Budgie, for the clip. Aaron Ryan, Steven Leskowski, Matt Allen will be your top 3. Jonathan Case Spear, Josh Barr, your top 5. Michael Moquin, Brad Dove, Michael Bosworth, Clint Hackett, Jordan Lane, your top 10. Duty, Daniel Thompson, Zukic, Scrutenbohr is going to be your top 15. Russell Olivero, Colby Peterson, Chris Roberts through 18th. 19th, Michael Daniels, R.B. Turner. In 20th, Andrew Davis and Joseph Grijalva Taylor to the field. We're all out early. And all the things happen. About AR Audio getting a win today. Muscarella Motorsports got the win last week, and now AR Audio get the win this week. A good race. It was a good race. Tell you what, Steven Leskowski and Matt Allen put up a great fight for the number 7 there. And it was a blast to watch. But nonetheless, we'll talk to your race winner. Is going to be Aaron Ryan coming home in victory lane. Does everything he needed to do there. Had to have some patience there. I did see some of the racing that you and Matt and Leskowski had there. I tell you what, they put up a fight. You ran the inside, and all you had to do was just wait for them to get to clean air. Because clean air tonight seemed like it was more of a challenge than people give it credit for, because it's easy to overdrive. It seems like.
Yeah, no, that I definitely agree. Like, driving out in front, it's really easy to overdrive it. And anytime I had to really pace myself, anytime, Matthew or Zook or Moquin or Grijalva got in front of me, the clean air right behind him, it was no problem. Like a car felt like it just stuck in the turns. Really, I think the big thing for me this race was really just taking care of my tires. I was so careful, easy on, if I felt like I was pushing too hard, I'd throw myself in fifth gear only, and I'd run it back out until I get a good groove and I get back into the rhythm of it. I think the first time we pit, my tires were only all at like 90s, and that was almost 40 laps. I was really just trying to take care of my stuff and race hard on the exit of turn 4. I know I was trying to pinch people a little bit, but I was still trying to get that drive off.
Was one of the pre-race things that I said about this racetrack. It's a mile and a half, but it's a flat mile and a half. Yes, the banking is there, but it is a bigger version of Nashville Super Speedway. You're out of the throttle a lot more than you're in the throttle, and that changes throughout the race. Especially you're downshifting early. You're trying to have the drive off, but whenever you get into that 20, 25 lap stint, then you start to realize that that car can handle like a beast if you are just a slight overuse. If you over abuse it, you're gonna find yourself free off corner exits.
Yeah, and I mean that was the thing. I was trying to, I was making sure I'd take care of my stuff as best as I can, and early on that meant letting people go. It's like I'll catch back up. I have confidence. I'm saving my tires. I see them oversending it. I'll catch back up, and it, slowly happened each time, aside from the Grijalva incident, which I just got lucky to avoid that one. One thing I'm curious if other drivers noticed was the pit window. We were pretty close on that last caution.
Yeah.
And shifting into fourth, I shift into fourth and 3 and 4. I've listened to a lot of drivers do it in 1 and 2. And I didn't even think about it. We come out of the pits, we're going green. I had like 5 extra laps of gas. Within a few laps, that was gone.
Mm-hmm.
I was really burning through it. And then after a while there, which was making it even more difficult to hold Matthew and Steven back, was that I was just having to stay in 5th and coast as much as I can while trying to defend the lead. So that was a big challenge. I was curious whether some drivers were going to have to pit the last few laps, because I still heard them shifting towards the end. So I'm like, is it just me?
Now, I would probably assume that everybody was at least close, or if not, they were saving early to try to make the run. I was watching Zook. I thought Zook was one that was going to be toward the end of the race, challenging you for the win. But just being wrapped up in traffic, I think things changed for him, because he was saving in the stage and able to catch up to you guys. Same concept for in the first portion of that green flag run before that. Kind of that middle break caution. It's a track that I really like this track, and there's very few tracks that I like the next gen car on, and this is one of those tracks that the next gen car really does suit, because the racing kind of it pulls everybody together.
Yeah, and drivers saving just. It's difficult to maintain position while not putting yourself in a compromising place early on in the run. Like I tried to push as hard as I could for the first few laps, trying to just get a little bit of breathing room from the pack. I can battle a few cars, but I don't want to be within the pack, because then things start getting unpredictable and crazy. But Zook was really fast today. Matthew, Steven, Grijalva was really fast. I was enjoying battling him until that accident with Robert. Grijalva and I always have really good battles, but it was a really fun race. I wasn't expecting to go green as long, but considering for me how last week went, this feels really good.
I was gonna say you finished 18th last week, and to turn around and to come to the flat track of Kentucky, not only win the race, lead 92 laps, but win a stage. That's maximizing points to the best that you can outside of a fastest lap. So phenomenal race from you today, Aaron. That was it was a great drive. Good to see. And we're going to move on, of course, to a bye week and come back to racing after Memorial Day. It's going to be a blast to see what you guys are going to do as well. Everybody getting got to grind harder, says Mo Quinn. Big boo from Muscarella Motorsports. He's saying kidding. Congrats. And then, yeah, man, a ton of fun. And, of course, Nicole being out there. By the way, your camera has been cutting off your forehead this entire time.
Oh, it has?
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
it's awesome.
Oops.
I can see more outside your window than I can see your face. It's okay.
I didn't think about repositioning. I just turned the camera on, and I was like, he'll probably be happy that it's on from the race. I didn't even think about the positioning.
It's all good. I was saying it earlier because I was like, he's a little bit more relaxed today. You were sitting so far back I couldn't even see the Hooters on top of your hat. I can't even see the bill. So, which is I didn't even know you were wearing a hat until now.
Blends into the darkness around me.
That's right. I like it. Aaron, give your shout outs, man. AR Audio comes home with the victory today.
Thank Andrew Davis for putting on Amp Racing League. I had a ton of fun today. A lot of cars were really fast. A lot of different strategy plays, with some of it being caution and some of it being kind of more green flag runs. Thank you to Nicole for watching and supporting me every single week. Yeah. And thank you, sir, for streaming.
You know, it's the best part of my Sunday besides being done streaming.
I don't blame you.
Three broadcasts a day in a day is, I'm going to tell you,
lot.
it's tasking for race calling. I mean, I know I drove earlier, but I called the end of the race, so it was totally worth it. Is that 2 for you today? That's 2 for you today.
Yeah, 2 for 2 today.
I like it. All right, brother. We'll see you next Sunday. If we see you next Sunday, I know that you guys have possible plans and stuff like that for the Coke 600. So, but if I don't, I'll see you on the racetrack next week.
Thank you, sir.
That is Aaron Ryan coming home in P number 1 today, and doth needing it to be an awesome day. I tell you what a race that was for him. And just without saying too much, it's pretty awesome. P2 tonight goes to Muscarella Motorsports, goes to Stephen Leskowski. Stephen, a hard charge there at the end. Once you got close to his car, well, first and foremost, congrats on a P2. We got to say that. I know you and your teammate were trying all that you could to get around him, and then your teammate got around him ahead of him, and then just clean air, the change of clean air kind of makes things a little bit different. But what I noticed that on the older tires and on the older cycle, you were working your way to him, and once you got to him, it was like the bubble stopped you, kind of pushed you backwards a little bit, it made you a little bit more tight, and then it just seemed like that was where you had to settle, was second.
Yeah, I was saving tire like all night. I would drop back like 7 spots, work my way back up, gain 2 from where I was, and then we would get a caution out pit. And it was like same kind of the same situation. I was like 6th, worked my way back a little bit, then was able to get back up to him, but I pushed a little too hard to get by those first 6 guys to actually get there. If I would have taken it easy and not try to get by them so quickly, I think I might have had more at the end there.
Yeah, I think the big story here is that Kentucky drove like a dream. A lot of people don't like this racetrack, and I ask all the time why, because it drives so well.
Yeah, I like it. I like how you can go side by side. You can pinch somebody down, and you come out of the corner side by side. I enjoy it. If you can't save tire, you're gonna hate this track.
That's the true story there.
Because it just tears that right front apart if you don't take care.
These cars don't, and that was something that I was listening to Kevin Harvick talk about, right? These cars don't drive off the right rear like the old Gen 6 car does, or the Xfinity car does. These cars have a tendency to lean on the right front because of the aero package and because of the rear diffuser. Not just a splitter. Excuse me. NASCAR has always had a form of a splitter in the modern era from the days of the Gen 3 car forward. These cars with the rear diffuser, it pulls everything down.
Yeah, it makes for some good racing though.
I think so.
I enjoy the car. I like the truck also. I like how loose and squirrely those are. but I enjoy the next gen car a lot.
Well, I'm not a fan of the next gen car, but I'm a fan of it racing at this racetrack. I thought it was a great race. I thought it looked good. I thought it was a competitive race throughout the field.
Yeah, I had some really good close racing with a lot of these guys. I really enjoyed this race. It was fun. Just dropping back in the field and working my way back up through. It was fun.
I think a lot of people had that decision as well. It's weird seeing you in a Toyota, though. Do you like the change yet?
I don't know. I need to drive more, get on some other tracks that I know better. So I haven't ran too much Kentucky. So we'll see when it gets to the road courses and other stuff how I like this compared to that Ford.
Yeah. It's weird. I'm seeing a couple of people who normally drive Fords, and I'm going, like, for years driving Fords, like people I've called races for 3+ years, driving Toyotas, and I'm going, what?
Yeah, I'm a Chevy guy. So I was like, Musk was like, hey, we're going to drive Fords. I was like, all right. Then we go to Toyota. I was like,
Even
so
worse.
I bought it, and then everybody switched to Toyota, and he was like, we should go back to Ford. I was like, nope, I bought it. No, we're running it.
Yeah. We need more Chevys more Fords in the field to kind of level, and it's my opinion, just kind of level it out, because Chevrolet is always the dominant car that people love to race, just because, first and foremost, it's the easiest car to paint. But also it sounds the best of the three cars. The Ford kind of sounds whinier, and the Toyota has really no sound at all.
Yeah.
So as far as like aesthetics, the Chevrolet sounds more like an actual NASCAR than the other two manufacturers on iRacing. But nonetheless, there's still pros and cons to both of them, or to all three of them. So, I would rather be in a Ford at a super speedway. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind being back in the Ford. I enjoyed it. I did pretty good in it.
Yeah. He's listening, so now he has your opinion. Steven, you got a P2 finish tonight. Congratulations, of course. The team points are going to be impressive, because that's back-to-back weeks of podiums for the Musk team. So it's awesome to see. Congratulations, man. Give a shout-outs. Walking on P2.
And I'll start with you. Start with you with Signature and the broadcasts. And now it seems like you're always live, and I'm always popping in there, and I see you constantly, and I kind of like your broadcast a lot. Everybody in this league, it's good racing. It's fun. It's one of my favorite nights of the week. And Muscarella bringing us in, and also my team. We put in some work this week, and I think it showed.
Yeah. I mean, even Mike was up to 6th, so, and Doug was right behind him. So there's a lot to be said for a 2nd, 3rd, 6th, and 7th place finish for the team. It's pretty awesome to see, man. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. I know that we've got some bye weeks for the holidays. It'll be good to see what happens as well when it comes to what's in store for this race.
Yeah, I'm ready to get to that road course. My favorites.
I like it. All right, Steven. We'll see you. Hopefully, we'll see you when before then. We don't have a road course next week, do we? Do we? Or not next week?
No, we're
2
off,
weeks.
and then the following 2 weeks.
Where are we going? Oh, we're going to Villanueva. All right.
Montreal.
Yeah, Montreal. Yeah, we're going to different
Going
road course. Another road course. Horrible. All right, brother.
Have a good holiday.
You too. I call so many road course races now. It's unreal. So, like, I don't think there's a track I don't.
Getting one.
Well, GT3s, man, on Mondays. Those are the. I don't even
3
know if
nights of league. The wife might yell at me.
Well, she gave me a like. Kirsten.
Yes.
Here's the deal. She gave me like 5 minutes ago, and I meant to say it too. Apologize. Roberts, thank you for the like as well. They have one final race at Spa for a championship tomorrow night. He could try it out in the GT3 cars And if he likes it, he can buy you a diamond ring to let you race everywhere else. Anyway, Steven, much love. See you tomorrow. I dropped him off. I'm sorry. I told you. Oh, excuse me. All right, brother. No. I'm going to let you go. See ya. Oh, it's Steven Laskowski. I moved him down into another channel and then pulled him back forward. I'm trying to get you jewelry, Kirsten. Okay, I'm trying to get you jewelry. Last but not least, Matt Allen got the lead from. What's up, brother? You got the lead from Aaron, the clean air. Turn 2. Said.
Pretty much. I don't have anything to say other than I tried, and unfortunately, the clean air fools me again. But you know what? I can't even complain too much. We came back here, I won here last year, and on that last lap finish, and to come back a P3 shows that this is one of my strong suits as far as the track. So I'm happy with it.
Kentucky's such a great racetrack for this car, for not only for your car but for your team. I was talking about, what you guys were doing there at the end of the race, and I was watching the race between you and Aaron, and you came down, you tried to hold him down, and, a little contact, and then the next corner, Aaron wasn't having it, and it was just a battle, and I was like, oh, no. And I was more worried that you two were gonna get into each other than I was about the actual racing, because you guys were putting on such a good show that I was like, oh, no, there's me and trying to change stories and try to make sure things work like that. But This one was one for the ages, but what was the feel? Because we know it's easy to overdrive as the leader, right? And Aaron was talking about that as well. And that's kind of one of the suits that if I'm out front, I'm like, am I going too hard, right?
I agree. It wasn't that I felt like I was going too hard and overdriving the corner. I changed my lane up to kind of aero block a little bit coming off of 2. I kind of was running that middle seam to the low line, and I obviously was able to get to his outside coming into 1 there, and we had just been kind of battling him on the bottom, me on the top the entire couple laps there, and I knew if I could stay on his outside going into 3, I was stronger in 3 and 4 than he was. I don't know if it was just because he, like you said earlier, he was in 5th. Now that I know that, trying to save a little bit of fuel, I didn't have anything to worry. I had at least 2 laps, if not more. So I really wasn't pushing the envelope. I could push the envelope a little harder than most people. So I knew if I could stay to his outside going into 3 and 4, I could make that pass clean and be able to charge away. But it, like I said, I drove down out of 2, and when I came across, it just these cars, for some reason, even though they are the way they're set up, aren't supposed to, like the Xfinity cars, when you kind of get to the nose to the tail, you can kind of make the leader loose. When you cross over, no matter what, and get in that wake, it takes that car and just changes the complete sense of it. And it took me for a loop, and luckily enough, Steven gave me the room to come back up and not have to get into each other. So I give him props for running to the wall so that if I did come up, I didn't get into him, and allowing me to come back on track and at least come home P3.
And at least you were able to race it out, right? There's no caution because of it. There's nothing that happens with that, and you're able to hold on to second there for a little bit. And I said that early in the go. If Aaron wanted to keep the lead, he was going to have to run higher, right? He's going to have to, run you up into the racetrack a little higher, because you were better in 3 and 4. Even so, just the way his race line was being thrown in, he was more sharper on the entry of his corners. You guys were utilizing more of an egg shape, more of that diamond shape that kind of works with these flatter tracks.
Yeah, exactly. I could tell that he was, I don't know if he was better than me in 1 and 2, or just because he had the low line. But he could definitely charge me 1 and 2 and be able to get back in front of me. And then I knew I could get back to him in 3 and 4. Obviously knowing now that he couldn't shift, or he wasn't shifting, makes sense why I could run up against him on 3 and 4 there. But, all in all, I can't thank him enough for driving me clean. everybody. I mean, we had a couple incidents earlier in the race, but for the most part, it was a very clean race. I got a big, excuse me, the T is speaking back apparently. I have to say I'm sorry to Tick and Thompson. I had got in front of John there, got behind John there, and I wasn't expecting the checkup that he did, so I tried to go right, not to run over the back of him and get back into the gas, and I got in a tick, which then kind of caused a little bit of a stack up. So my apologies to those guys. I hate to do it. I'm not a bad driver, and I like to race clean because I like to be race clean. So I don't want everybody thinking that I'm just going to plow through everybody. So
You're not. And no matter what I say about racing on a racing surface, everybody out here is, for the most part, I'd say 9 times out of 10, they're going to run you clean unless you do something dumb.
Yep. Or if we're going for the
win,
the finish on a white flag, I could see door banging a little bit. As long as we're not clipping each other in the left rear and trying to spin each other out, I get it. But as far as door banging and stuff like that, I'm all for it when it comes down to that point.
Yeah. No, I agree. No, that's what I was saying earlier. I was talking about Davis and I try to utilize this as a tool for folks to kind of realize Musk sponsors me, right? But I'm going to be just as hard on Muscarella Motorsports drivers as I am the league owner. How many times I've called out John Hammond or Andrew Davis for making mistakes, or Stryker for making mistakes, or just the same concept. Are you going to drive into somebody? Or are you going to? And that's where I look at it as being fair and impartial, but at the same time, watching really good racing develop and how drivers learn from it. You had an issue early on in the race. You were able to rebound, come home P3. That's how I look at it.
Like I said, I can't even fathom that we're sitting here. I qualified like absolute garbage, P16, and then drove to P3. And the funny part is we were there all day. Like I drove from, there was that little bit of damage I got with Davis. That the aero damage in this place sucked so bad. I ran a couple officials this morning. Same thing, got a little bit of damage, and that car you couldn't turn. It was tight as tight could be. And you think 48 seconds of damage really isn't much, but it was enough that I went from sitting P6 to, I think I was like 16th at the break or something like that. I didn't get any stage points. So just that little bit of damage, we got it fixed, and then I was just running right back to the top, and it was awesome. I mean, I could have saved a little bit, so I would have had something a little bit more, but I knew the laps were ticking down and how strong Aaron had been today. So if I didn't take my chance now, I was afraid I was going to lose it.
And it turned out to be a great call. Colby, think of relaxer. And I think that's one of the best concepts of racing is that I qualify like dog's not everywhere, right? And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with starting in the back, and I'm okay with finishing inside the top 10, because that to me is, if I'm going to get out here and race, I'm going to get out here to have fun and to learn a thing or 10 about racing on the simulator, so that way I can keep my mind refreshed on what's going on, with the vehicles, what's going on with the tracks, and anything that might be changed. You'll see me more on the racetrack whenever there's a tire update, or more of the, like say some tracks get refurbished or get rescanned, right? You'll see me run those tracks, so I know the difference between what was and what is. And I think when it comes to qualifying, I tell people to qualify now. I used to say, don't worry about it, start in the back, and no, qualify. Go out there and qualify, figure out what your qualifying laps are going to be, and then from there, put yourself in the mix, so that way you can only get better at racing if you're in it and you are racing.
Yeah, exactly. I 100% agree. I used to do the same thing. Officials just start in the back, because then you could get the most safety rating by driving through the field, but then you get caught up in somebody else's mess up because you're in the back in the hornet's nest. So now I'm at the point where I'm just going to qualify, put myself wherever I got to be. If I'm sitting sixth still after qualifying, then I'm sitting sixth. That just tells me that those guys drove a little harder, and I used to race RC cars, and a guy I knew told me that, just because you can go out and qualify P1 doesn't mean you're fast.
Exactly.
Anybody can go out. Anybody can go out and run one fast lap. Go out there and run that same fast lap 5-6 times and tell me. Then I'll agree you're fast. So I've done it myself. I've went out and I've run Kansas last week. We ran quite a few. I ran quite a few times. Qualified P1. Would go coast to coast and had a good race. Then there's times I qualified P1 and the guy behind me was faster than me because he just didn't get a good qualifying session. So I'm the same way. I'll run. I like I said, I used to not, and then go back and try to come from the back to the front. And it looks cool and it's fun and whatnot, but then you get caught up in the hornet's nest and you lose safety rating and you lose this, you lose that, or somebody else isn't having a good day. Then now you're upset. So now I'm at the point where I'm just going to qualify every time and go from where I can go.
That's the way it is. Nicole, thank you very much for the 3 months on your sub. Thank you very much, dear. I appreciate you. All the Musk family out there rooting you guys on, putting up a good time. Good team points day, Matt. Congratulations on a P3. We could talk for hours. I give everybody a hard time, and when you go back and listen to the broadcast, I promise you it was more constructive than it was. I promise I didn't say anything bad. I just talking about your and Aaron's battle was amazing. And
I'm glad we were able to put on a show. I'm glad I was there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I worked hard this week for this race. Big shout out to Mike Conti. I've been working with him every so often here, getting ready for these league races, just trying to better myself because last year, I've seen an improvement just for these last 2 races. I was overdriving it, not knowing where I needed to put the car to be able to make time, to make speed, to make clean air, to do whatever I had to do. And working with Mike Conti and that team has just put me in a predicament where put me in a better spot mentally to know where I need to put my car to be able to make the lap time. And honestly, it's a big shout out to him because I got lucky last year. I guess I got lucky, but I wasn't lucky at the same time because you got to be in it to win it. And if you're not in third place when the 2 leaders wrecked out, you're not going to win the race. So I got lucky, but at the same time, I put myself there to be able to. This year, I drove the wheels off the car, and I'm proud of myself even more for driving the wheels off. Even if I didn't win, it's still a check mark in my book that you went from 16th to 3rd, and I had to overcome a lot of obstacles in my way. So big pat on my own back for that.
There's a 3-way tie for the hardest charger, and you finished 3rd, sir. That's pretty darn awesome. Mascot, thank you for the 6 months resub. 100 biddies from Nicole as well. Thank you. I appreciate you. You guys are absolutely awesome. Total 6 month sub. It's amazing. That's speaking droves for sure. Matt, brother, give the rest of your shout outs. This was an epic race, man. P3 tonight.
Big shout out to you and you for putting us on. I'm looking forward to June when we can run Chop Shop and I can watch 2 streams of yours a week. With work and the kids and softball, I don't get a chance to sit down and watch YouTube that much. So I'll be looking forward to Saturday and Sunday being able to race. Big shout out to my wife for allowing me to do this because if not, if she wasn't putting the kids to bed Sunday night, then I wouldn't be able to do this. Big shout out to Muscarella Motorsports. I can't thank those guys enough for bringing me on. Just having my teammates around me to, hey, do this, hey, do that, hey, do this, hey, do this. Just have practice sessions after practice sessions, getting better. I think we're going to be in the hunt for a team championship this year. I mean, the overall points day, the overall skill, the overall speed that we've had since we switched to Toyota in the last 3 weeks is just, I mean, Iowa didn't mean anything, but we were still there. Dove coming home last week with a win, and then we had 2 in the top 10 last week. I was 11th, and I don't remember where Steven finished, but and then like I said, tonight being 4 of us in the top 5 or top 10 is just ridiculous. So big shout out to those guys. Big shout out to Brandon for bringing us on, and look forward to going forward from here.
I think this week your team points are going to really push in towards that 4-wide motorsports. You were 33 points behind coming in, but you have all 4 of your drivers inside the top 7 today. So that's where you guys can be most consistent if I had to say anything at all.
Yeah, we were talking earlier this week, and I was like, you know how cool it'd be to see Musk go 2 for 2, put 2 of our cars in the playoffs, and now we're halfway into that playoffs thing and having 2 of them in there.
Yep.
Well, I mean, we came up one short. I should have just. I told Steven, I apologized after the race. I should have just let him go. He was faster, and then let him go up and battle Aaron, and then hopefully I could capitalize on their mistakes or something like that. But it is what it is. I thought once I lost it there, I could get back to Aaron pretty quickly. I knew where I was faster than him, but in that sense, I hung Steven up. But still, you know what? 2 and 3 for Musgrella. We'll take it.
I like it. Matt, we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Go enjoy your Memorial Day weekend, sir.
You too, man. Have a good holiday. We'll see you soon.
You too. That is Matt Allen, P3 tonight, and truly an enjoyable fashion of racing for that gentleman. I absolutely had a blast tonight. Fantastic racing. Steven, Kirsten says, get her a massage. She doesn't need the jewelry. She wants a massage. So you better find her a spa. Get out there and work it. Strike earlier had Steven as the winner. That was his pick to win. He said that a little later in the race. He's good people. Steven's good people. Matt's good people too. And Musk has a good team. But so does like the teams in here are good. There's a lot to be said for all of these drivers. You know, Air Audio won the team championship last season and stomped them, right? And part of the reason why they did stomp them is, the series really took off for all of them. So it was a blast to watch. It was a blast to see, and I want to thank everybody for being out there and knocking it down and knocking it out of the park. Aaron Ryan becomes your victor tonight as all the drivers go to work on having a week off. We'll see you tomorrow night for GT3 Series action, a championship race for Chop Shop, and we'll be back again. Folks, be good, be safe, be kind. What thank you to AR Audio, thank you to Muscarella Motorsports and Muscarella Enterprises. Thank you, of course, to Chop Shop Racing and Lunatic Designs and Budgie and the Misses, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.